I grew up in China until I was in 4th grade.
Cabin crew, clear takeoff stations.
I lived in Singapore for 3-4 years. I don't think moving there later would have really helped with my identity unless I moved there as an adult. But I do think because I moved to Singapore at the age where you're really starting to like see yourself as an individual and starting to like have your own interest and you're really trying to like become your own person. And because I grew up in such an unstable environment during those years, it definitely impacted my personality and how I see myself a lot. Because I was extremely extroverted as a child. I loved being around people. Being around people gave me energy. I just did not want to be myself. I did not want to be by myself ever. And I do think moving abroad was the singular factor for why I'm so introverted now. Because I mean, I was thrown in an environment where I don't understand what anyone was saying and I don't speak the language everyone else was speaking. So there was no way for me to be extroverted and I felt really self-conscious and that didn't help. So no one really prepped me for it. Like, I don't know how my parents could have prepped me for it, but like no one really told me what was gonna happen. As someone who is 10, like suddenly being around people that didn't look like yourself, doesn't like understand what you're saying, and like I was really confused and I was just really scared. I remember I didn't really enjoy being in Singapore until my last year there, because that's when I really started to make friends and actually speak English and be able to enjoy the city. But I hated Singapore for the first few years I was there. Like, I cried almost every single day just thinking about going back home. Like, I just felt really alone. I didn't feel like it was my home. Even though my mom and my brother was with me, I just felt really cold. It didn't have like a sense of coziness to me. And I did not enjoy being there at all for the first few years. My family's Chinese. So that's why I feel like I am Chinese, because I was raised there. But I feel like if I just say I'm Chinese and I'm from China, which is true, it is taking away from the fact that I don't know much about Chinese history. I don't know much about Chinese politics. I don't speak or write or read Chinese fluently. I just feel like, you know, like each culture have their own like jokes and lingo and media that contributes to it, and I don't know anything about what's going on. I don't think I'll be able to have a career in China just because there is kind of a language barrier for me. Like, I do speak Chinese, but definitely not good enough to be in a professional environment where you're using Chinese all the time. So I don't think that's gonna happen for me realistically. So I do think my career will be abroad and I do plan on staying here. I don't feel alone here and I do feel like I can find myself at home. It pains me to know that I'll probably never live in the same place as my family again. But I am okay now. I don't feel the same, I don't feel the same sense of confusion and pain that I did back when I first moved abroad. My family is in Shanghai and they're not going anywhere. They don't have any plans to move. So I will always have a home in China to go back to, and I will be going back there frequently. And I am happy that my family is gonna stay in Shanghai. I'm not scared of losing that part of me because I do have a home there.